Well, hello, hello. Have you ever seen the picture? Back when I was a teenager, it was actually a poster of a kitten hanging on tightly to a rope. And there was a knot at the very end. And the saying that went with it was, when you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot. We are going to talk today about adjusting, because there are times in our lives when we simply need to tie another knot, and there are other times when we need to be brave enough to let go. Hi, I'm Daphne V, and welcome to Daphne V TV, the show for chain breakers and wave makers, those who are ready to take ownership and author their life, their book, and their business. Thanks for joining with me today. In fact, I'd love to know where you're joining me from. So if you'll pop your location in the comments, you can feel free to give your region, your state, your city a shout out. Love to see where people are tuning in from around the globe. And what I want to do is I want to start with a little exercise. Now, don't worry, you're not going to break into a sweat. At least you shouldn't. Or I can't imagine that you would. But I will give you a disclaimer. I don't want you to do this exercise if you're watching this video while you're driving or chopping things or doing anything dangerous, okay? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your hands together. Now I want you to lace your fingers and look at what thumb is on top, okay? See, I've got my left thumb on top. So palms together, lace your fingers, and one of your thumbs is going to come out on top. Now, here's the exercise. I want you to reverse the order of those thumbs. I want you to put whatever thumb you had on top before underneath. How does that feel? Is it a little uncomfortable? A little strange? What you've done is you have just adjusted what you are used to. And in life, not all of our adjustments are that simple. A lot of them are much more complex and a lot more uncomfortable. Now, feel free to let your hands go. I think you really get the point. And in life, there are times when there are adjustments happening and we're not even aware of them. I'd love to know, what are some of the adjustments that you make on a daily basis? I'll go first and put some in the comments because I'd love to hear. One of the things I adjust is the difference between the hot and cold water, right? I'm in a living situation where it's got the one handle and you adjust it a little this way, you adjust it a little that way. Kind of sometimes feel like Goldilocks. I want to adjust it just right. So hot and cold temperatures. How about the volume on something, be it the TV or the radio station or your phone? What are some things that you adjust? I will share with you one thing that adjusts that you aren't aware of. Your eyeballs. Your eyeballs involuntarily adjust based on the lighting in a situation. So see, you're someone who you thought didn't really like adjusting. You're adjusting and you don't even know about it. So what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the whole point of learning how to adjust. In fact, it's been suggested that people with a really sharp mind do exercises in their life and their daily routines that create adjustment intentionally. So, for example, choosing to drive home a different way or to the gym every day. Choosing a different way to drive to and from work or to and from the store. That's adjusting your brain and breaking out of the routine. That's really what an adjustment is. An adjustment is a change. And according to my favorite book, There's actually a phrase in or a passage in Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. Adjusting is a way of life. And in some seasons, we're going to adjust a lot more than other seasons. Think about a newborn child and all of the adjusting that they go through in their very first year of life. You who are watching this video are way older than 1 year old. So you've done a lot of adjusting. And some of it's been easier, and some of it's been hard. Some of it's been self-imposed. Some of it's been others-led. Regardless, you have survived until this point, and I believe you're going to survive and even thrive later on. So what I want to do is I want to give you 3 steps to make adjusting easier, or the ABCs of adjusting. Are you ready? A, assess. Assess the opportunity. So what is the adjustment that needs to be made? For example, right now, if you are sitting uncomfortably, you can simply adjust your body. That's a simple adjustment, assess. Do I need to straighten up? Do I need to slouch down? Cross my legs, uncross my legs, add a cushion, move from the floor to the chair, whatever. But that's a simple adjustment. But when it comes to big adjustments, assess the situation. What are the opportunities I have before me? So the first step in making adjusting easier is A, assess. The second step is be open to opportunities. So A, assess, and B is be open to opportunities. When we approach adjusting with a creative mindset, with an open mind, oftentimes whatever the adjustment is, it's a softer, easier process than if we focus on what we're losing, or we focus on what we lack, or we focus on the fact that I didn't ask for this adjustment and we start griping. Okay. When we are open to what can I learn from this? What can I do differently? Hey, is this an opportunity to stop doing something I don't really enjoy anyway and start doing something I've been wanting to? But when you are open to opportunities, when you decide to be open to opportunities, adjusting is easier. So A, assess the opportunities. B, be open to the opportunities and the possibilities. And C, control what you can. All right. We cannot control everything, but there are 3 things we can control: our attitudes, our beliefs, and our choices. When we need to adjust, and there are times, like I said, we initiate it, there are times other people initiate it. But when an adjustment is going to take place or is taking place, your attitude about that adjustment, what you believe about that adjustment, and the choices you choose to pursue are all going to affect the way you go through the adjustment. So remember, the 3 steps to making adjusting easier are assess the opportunities, be open to the possibilities, and control what you can, which is your attitude, your belief, and your mindset. Once you adjust your expectations, once you look at adjusting to life situations differently, then you can ask yourself, what is my overall feeling about adjustment? Is it a positive thing? Is it a negative thing? Maybe it's a little bit of both. If it's a little bit of both, is that because you initiated it? Okay, I'm not going to lie. I prefer, if there's going to be an adjustment, I prefer to be the one who initiates it. But since I don't know everything, then there are times definitely when other people propose an adjustment. And I'm so thankful because I wasn't even aware of the possibility or the opportunity. When we have these coping skills, like the 3 steps to making adjusting be easier, it is possible to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Just like that early exercise we did, where we put our palms together, laced our fingers. If you chose to switch over, eventually that would become comfortable. At the beginning, it's not comfortable, but eventually it will become comfortable. So, what I want you to do is I want you to recognize adjusting, it's a part of life. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. Sometimes it's hourly, sometimes it's daily. There's adjusting that happens when you sleep. I doubt that you go to sleep in the same body position and wake up in the same position the next morning without ever adjusting. You may wind up back where you started, but I bet there was some adjusting going on somewhere in between. So if you are going through a season of life right now where you are finding yourself adjusting and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not digging this. I sure would like to get some more tips, some specifics to my situation. I would love to spend a 30-minute laser focused session with you to discover some ways that I can help you adjust. I've got my calendar link here in or on the screen, and I'll be sure and put it in the comments as well. But I'm happy to invest in you so that your adjustment period can be smoother. And what I want you to remember is that you are capable of adjusting more than you might believe or be aware of right now. Think of all the adjusting that you have survived so far. That means you're strong enough to cope with some more. You can author your life, your book, and your business when you break the chains to being stagnant and when you start making waves with your life and when you give yourself permission to adjust.